wisdom from the house. This month, we're going to be talking about what is trust, or the power of trust. I looked up in Webster and it gave me the definition of trust. Trust, one in which confidence is placed, dependence on something future, assured reliance on the character, ability, and strength or truth of someone or something. An acronym for trust is total reliance under stressful times. See, there was an article I found by Bruno Martinuzzi. It is a phenomenal research on trust. See, there was a widely known psychological study conducted by Walter Mischel in the 1960s, which explored delayed gratification in 4-year-olds. One at a time, children were seated in front of a marshmallow, and the researcher told them they could eat the marshmallow right then, but if they waited for the researcher to return from a brief errand, they would receive 2 marshmallows. Well, some kids ate the marshmallows within seconds, but others waited up to 20 minutes for the researcher to return. 14 years later, the researchers found that the children who had delayed gratification were more trustworthy, more dependable, more reliant, and more confident than the children who could not control their impulses. See, there was a person in that man's workshop on emotional intelligence, and the participant remarked that he wanted to try this experiment on his own child, so he was cautioned. He said, there's a very important variable to take into account, and that is, does the child trust that there will be a second marshmallow? If previous promises made to a child were broken, that child may not trust this time that the adult would keep his or her promise. Trust is a largely emotional act based on an anticipation of reliance. It's fragile like an eggshell. One slip can shatter it. Trust pervades nearly every aspect of our lives. It is fundamentally important in the healthy functioning of our relationships with others. So today we're dealing with the power of trust. I would like to talk to you about the trust we have in ourselves. Have you broken trust or confidence? Have you ever made wrong decisions or wrong choices? Have you ever made the right decisions and the right choices all your life? If you say you've made the right decisions and the right choices all your life, you need to come out of denial. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Well, if your answer was yes to any of the questions, I want to just talk to you. Because see, you will find yourself questioning your decisions and your choices, and you may even have some regrets. So how do we build trust back in ourselves? Let me talk to you what I did. Number 1, I became accountable to myself. See, I discovered if I keep commitments to myself, I can keep commitments to others. It is so vital that you learn the power of trust within yourself. Number 2, I pray to God for wisdom in every area of my life. And I can promise you, God will direct your path. Every single time I sought Him for direction, He directed my path. Now, did I follow it every time? Now, you know I didn't. And I know that you didn't. And number 3, I trusted my spirit within me. I stopped second guessing myself and I went for what I felt in my spirit. Have you ever felt something within your gut and your spirit to do something and you did the opposite, and then the decision was incorrect and you said, oh boy, I should have followed my gut. I should have followed my spirit. Well, honestly, it was God's way of directing you, but you just ignored him. So today, I challenge you to trust yourself. Trust has to start somewhere. Why not with you? And why not today? And why not right now? Right now. Trust yourself. Forgive yourself. Believe in yourself. Have confidence in yourself. Have reliance on yourself and the abilities that God has given you so that you can move forward to trust others. I'll see you next week. And I hope you share this with your friends and your family and with someone that is struggling with trust. Now remember, subscribe to my channel today and tell everyone else to also. See you next week.